We're facing pretty unprecedented times at the moment. We've had the deepest recession, some would say depression, since the 1930s. And whenever you have a situation like that, then you need to be very careful about what your outgoings are, what your incomings are, and be managing those very carefully indeed.
Look very closely at your operation and not leave any stone unturned, really.
Understand where the numbers are, what the limits are. We know that things are changing regularly. We know that the reporting needs to be up to date and accurate. So you really need experts that are able to prepare that sort of information in an accessible way.
So everything needs to be focused on cash flow, particularly when loans start to be repaid back in 2021.
Look at their cash flow to really understand where their income is coming from during that period, and to map out their expenses to ensure they've got enough cash to get through the next 3 to 6 months, because with the pandemic we don't know where it's going, so that's really key to their survival and coming out stronger the other side.
Keep abreast of the changes and to react as quickly as you can, but in an informed way.
Our website is constantly being updated with that information. There's a constantly moving field, so planning accordingly is vital.
Make sure you know what your key strengths are, to have a lot of focus on those strengths and not try to overreach yourself.
Be thorough with your current arrangements and really meticulously going through everything that has worked for you currently, but what is also coming up as well.
The key thing right now is cash flow and people. I think they're the two things that every business is going to need over the next period. I think that everybody needs money in the bank and cash to support their business.
I think number one is making sure they look after their people, because for most businesses, people is their most important asset. The other key thing is to make sure that we are looking forward rather than backward. Running a business, there's always challenges, there's problems, there's hurdles that come our way, but actually we must remain focused on the future, not get too bogged down in the past.
You can't look back to last year and say, oh, we made a gross margin of 30%, so that's what we should be doing this year. Everything has changed. And so it's really important to have really good, reliable financial information so that you know exactly where your business is going. And if you've got problems looming on the horizon, you need to face up to that and work out very quickly how to deal with those problems before cash becomes an issue.
Try to stay positive, because I think a positive mindset will be your biggest asset under the current challenges.
Just focus on the things that you need to do to get you through what could potentially be a very difficult trading period, but also with an eye to the future, making sure that you are set up as well as you can be for when we come out of this awful situation that we're in at the moment.
Everything you're going through, other people are going through, and we're talking to lots of other people with very similar experiences, so it's useful to make sure you tap into that advice that we can provide and that experience that we can provide.